Good day, RGV. Today on Valley por Vida, we're talking feline friends and canines. What do you think? Are you a cat or a dog person? We've also got an all-new Pet of the Week segment, so you can possibly open your home up to a furry new family member, rather. And we're introducing you to the Study Finds guy, who's trending online these days, making research fun. I'm telling you, there's a lot to unpack here, so let's get to it. The show starts right now. Hi there, and thanks again for joining us today. I'm your host, Danielle Banda. To start off today's show, I have one very important question for you. Are you a dog or a cat person? See, the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show starts on the 18th, so their team conducted a nationwide survey of over 3,000 United States residents to find out once and for all which states prefer cats and which prefer dogs. What were the results, you may ask? Well, let's go ahead and find out.
Okay, hey everyone, this is Elena reporting from Time to Play. Today I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about the latest study we've done, and it's cat states versus dog states. Quite interesting. The results we got from the survey are neck and neck, meaning, well, 25 states said that they prefer and own cats. The other 25 said that they prefer and own dogs. If you ever were to Google cat states versus dog states, you would find a lot of articles and research studies that will show you that the states have always been dominated by dogs. And the fact that this survey showed an equal number of cat states versus dog states, well, it kind of proves that taking care of a dog is more expensive. It's more and more expensive. It's more and more expensive each and every year. So we also see this as one of the many COVID-19 crisis world economy consequences. Nowadays, the prices of pretty much everything goes up, and this is not an exception. In this case, taking care of a cat is slightly cheaper. Yeah, okay, so Texas is definitely a dog state. So when we asked Texans whether they post photos of their pets on their social media accounts, the answer was yes, indeed, and they came third, actually, right after Florida and California. What's interesting is that the Texans also spent a lot of more money than the average people for pampering their pets and for giving them the royal treatment, but they're also more animal conscious, unlike other states. So out of the 3,000 people that took the survey, about 53% said that they do post photos of their pets online. And out of those, 57% had a dog and 43% had a cat. So as already mentioned, Florida is the number one state that posts the most frequently about their pets online. And it's followed by California, Texas, New York, and Pennsylvania in the top 5. Okay, overall, it's quite an interesting thing to read about, especially if you're thinking about getting a dog or a cat. So go ahead to timetoplay.com/blog/cats states versus dog states, and you find out whether you live in a cat state or a dog state. Maybe that will impact your decision whether to get a dog or a cat.
Like she said, you can check out their full report, but of course, whether you're a dog or cat person, we love that you love pets, and we wouldn't have it any other way. And speaking of our felines and canines, let's go ahead and find out some interesting things about our furry friends, maybe some things that you never knew. According to fetchpetcare.com, apparently cats domesticated themselves. The site says that the very first house cats were not really supposed to be bred and turned into domestic pets for us, but many people believe that they gravitated towards humans in an effort for survival. The site outlines that humans would form agricultural societies, and this would make felines hunt for rodents easier, which didn't really work out so bad for people. Plus, oftentimes humans would offer food to the cats nearby, which eventually led to a bond between them. And apparently cats can walk on their toes. The site outlines that they are, of course, natural hunters, so they have great speed and flexibility. It also says that they can make about 100 different vocal sounds. That's right, while we may only think that they purr and meow, they've got a way more interesting singing and speaking talent than that. The site also outlines that their feline vocabulary consists of various frequencies, and well, this changes depending on their mood. It also, of course, helps them communicate with other cats. And there are also our canine friends, of course. The site says that they're so smart. In fact, it outlines that they can actually sense changes in human anatomy through our body chemistry. That's why, they've been used to detect different types of cancers, diabetes, and of course other illnesses and diseases. They have even been trained by medical professionals to help detect things like stroke. And get this, contrary to popular belief, dogs can actually see colors. I know, I thought that they just saw in black and white too, but apparently even though that they can't really see a full spectrum of colors like we can, well, they can see certain colors like yellow and blue. Very interesting. And while their eyesight might not be perfect, their sense of smell certainly is at least almost there. The site says that some scientists think dogs can smell up to 100,000 times compared to us. That's why they're often used to track missing people and alert authorities of contraband. The site also outlines that their noses are so unique that each canine has a unique nose print, kind of like we have unique fingerprints. And while cats and dogs are so talented, they're also very loved by so many people across the globe. Not only do we love our furry friends, like they're humans, but the site says they're great stress relievers too. It outlines that they can help us lower our blood pressure and even overcome certain illnesses. Pets are just great therapy too, providing emotional and physical support for people in hospitals, prisons, nursing care homes, and other areas. So now that you know a little bit more about our feline and furry canine friends, we're going to go ahead and take a little commercial break, and then we're going to take a look at your local weather updates. But stay tuned, because Valuable to Vida is going to be right back. And we'll introduce you to attorney Michael Moore of Moore Law Firm in McAllen. We'll also talk about art for students near SPI. Plus, we'll talk about the Study Finds Guy and more research that's interesting. That info and more when we come back.